Hey folks, it's your man Sean back again with this month's, the April edition of Ask AssetIntel, your monthly webcast where we bring in one of our team members to answer questions that help you understand AssetIntel a little bit better. Well, this month we have got our graphics maestro, senior graphics designer, Danish Baig with us, and he's going to be explaining a little bit about his journey through AssetIntel with respect to creative design, how he manages his design process, and how he has been able to create the amazing design collaterals that you see all across AssetIntel's social and digital handles. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk to Danish. All right, guys, so we are here with Danish. Hi, Danish. How's it going, man?
Going good, Sean. How about you?
It's all good. It's all good. So Danish is our graphics maestro. All the amazing graphic elements that you see all across our digital channels, that's from Danish's end. So he also has got like a junior designer. So he also leads a small team. At the same time, he manages most of our, or rather all of our, graphical elements. So thanks so much for taking the time out, man, for the webcast.
Thanks, Sean, for having me here.
Awesome. So we'll jump right into the questions, right? So first thing that I have for you is a little bit about your journey. So just wanted to understand a little bit about your journey before AssetIntel. What kind of inspired you towards creative design, and how and when did you feel that it's gonna be a promising career for you?
So I have always been drawn to design that can communicate without saying a word. How a single visual can tell a story or can shift perception. So basically I started out as an architect where I learned to design with structure, space and purpose. But over time, I craved a medium with more creative fluidity, something that is faster, more expressive, and more digital. That's when I found my way into creative design. What began as a hobby like sketching, reimagining brand identities, experimenting with digital art, evolved into a profession. I realized that businesses aren't built on products alone, but on how people feel about them. Design kind of bridges that gap. That moment of clarity made me see this not just as a passion, but as a purpose.
Awesome. That was great, man. Well, the next thing that I have is basically regards to what we do. And obviously AssetIntel has, our major, asset infrastructure solutions, which are helping agencies, and there's a lot of complex technicalities in it. So how do you bridge the gap between design and complex technical content that we are dealing with day in and day out?
So I treat it like a translation. Instead of simplifying the content, I break it into visual logic, that is infographics, icons, flow-based layouts that maintain depth but improve clarity. It's about making the technicalities feel intuitive without dumbing it down. To me, every element must serve both form and function.
Okay. That was good, man. And how would you describe one of your really rewarding or most favorite projects? Let me clarify, like design projects in AssetIntel.
So I have worked on a lot of exciting projects that includes brand identity, marketing collateral, social media designs and design systems and more. But designing the entire AssetIntel website on Webflow has definitely been a highlight for me. It was a deep dive into how we visually communicate our brand, products, and values to an audience that's highly technical and precise. The challenge was to simplify without oversimplifying, to bring clarity and structure to content that's very complex. One of the biggest learning curves was working with Webflow. It was my first time building a full site on the platform, and it pushed me to think beyond layout. That is into interaction, responsiveness, and real-world functionality. That project didn't just strengthen my visual design, it leveled up my thinking as a digital problem solver.
Gotcha. So basically redesigning the website has been one of your most favorite projects.
Yes.
Well, this is a good time to kind of keep a teaser for our audience. We are still redesigning the website, so keep an eye out. Danish is like really working hard, and we have got some amazing, revamps on the website coming up.
Sure.
Yep. So Another thing that, kind of like, always comes to my mind is how do you basically manage, or what is a typical description of your design process, like starting from ideation to the final, output?
So it always starts with an intent, understanding the problem, the audience, and the purpose of the creative. From there, it's all about sketching ideas, mapping out structure, and collaborating with content and product. Once the direction is clear, I dive into high fidelity mockups, refine with feedback, and bring it to life. The typical design process should be clean, collaborative, and always evolving, in my sense.
Gotcha. Makes sense. A quick follow-up question to that, man. I know these ideations to the final product have been really, awesome, and we do see a lot of your amazing designs. So, who or what's been inspiring you lately?
Honestly, nature, indie cinema visuals, and Japanese design philosophy. I'm always drawn to things that are minimal on the surface but layered in meaning. Lately, I've been fascinated by brands that blend utility with emotion. Like we have heard about the brand Nothing. That is a standout example for me. They don't shy away from the complexity of hardware or technology. Instead, they embrace it, strip it down, and put it on full display. So,
Right.
these are my inspirations.
Amazing. That's a very good example, man. The last question that I have for you, and this is a question that we check back with all of our guests on the webcast, is about how it has been for you at AssetIntel. So, if people are not aware, so Danish has been with AssetIntel for quite some time. I guess it's been over 3 years, right, man?
Yes.
Yep. So yeah. So how would you say, your journey has been at AssetIntel? I mean, how would you describe the work culture? Any shifts in paradigms or work cultures, that you have seen over the last 3 years? How would you describe that? Your time at AssetIntel?
My time at AssetIntel has been incredibly rewarding. AssetIntel gives space for design to be more than just aesthetics. It's basically a lot of strategy and a lot of revisions that make your work good. The best part is the people. It's rare to find such a tech team that is this collaborative, open to ideas, and genuinely committed to building something meaningful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So overall, it's been amazing working at AssetIntel.
Great, awesome. Well, those were all the questions that we had for Danish. It was a very quick episode, and I sincerely thank Danish for giving the time out of his busy schedule, to shoot the webcast. So thanks so much again, Danish, for giving us the time. And I think we can again have Danish back for any other episode if we do have more questions about design and how we, portray our design language to the digital world out there. So yeah, thank you so much again, man. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Sean, for having me and giving your time. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned in till the end of the video. That was all for this month's episode of Ask AssetIntel. Thank you so much to Danish as well for giving us the time to shoot this webcast. Well, remember, this Sneeby transition is right at your door, and we have got the perfect tool that helps you seamlessly transition from NBI to SNBI. Check out SneebyX right here. At the same time, if you want to go ahead and check out the other episodes of Ask AssetIntel, please go ahead and check out the playlist right here. And as always, stay subscribed.